Primetime Party Sunday. Primetime Party Sunday. Primetime Party.
Every Sundays from 7 to 9 in the evening. Gusto ko Biyernes. Coming soon. And the most awaited, widely anticipated, the homecoming of the one and only TWC this May 10 after My Tulugan with the Master Geo. All these and more only on the station where we call us home. This is
koolFM, DZYW 99.5 Metro Manila, ang iyong himpilan, ang inyong tahanan.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hello Pilipinas. It is exactly 7 o'clock and welcome to Hello Pilipinas. Yes, today is Saturday, February 8th, 2025, and we have, in fact, a lot to cover right here on Hello Pilipinas this morning. All right, so, okay. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put Hello Pilipinas on my TV. Yeah, I just woke up. Just completely woke up. So yeah. Okay, so before we begin here, um before we begin here, let's do the right the new schedule of koolFM that is going to be in effect probably in the next 2 weeks. That is effective probably on Monday, February 17th. Okay, so yeah, a lot of new changes are coming to Full FM with the new hosts, new DJs, and new schedule. So yeah, what are the changes exactly? So starting, let me just check the schedule that I have right here, that I can grab from. All right. Oh, sorry. Okay, so starting February 17th, there will be some slight changes to the afternoon and prime time schedule. So early mornings stay the same. So 5:30 a.m. being the peak programming, 6 a.m. is the simulcast of DWPM, 9:30 a.m. is Work It, with Tuesdays being the fresh episodes of the set show. 10 a.m. is Feel Good Mornings, with the basic automation. 12 noon is still koolNews at noon. 12:30 p.m. is basic automation, except Fridays is Music Zone with DJ Sam. And then 4 p.m. is now Rock Weekdays with GJG. Usually it used to be 4:30 p.m., but now it's moved to 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. since koolNews at 4 is, well, indefinite hiatus. All right, so now onto the prime time. It's koolNews at 6 is still the same, with being at 6 p.m. 6:30 p.m. will be my show. 8 p.m. is hangout with Mama on Mondays to Wednesdays, and then Thursdays is the Swift Effect since there's no hangout with Mama on Thursdays. So if you have, so in fact, it's been reduced to 1 hour. Yeah, it's been reduced to one hour instead of being up to 10:30 now. So yeah, it's now being reduced to 1 hour due to the topics. So 9 p.m. is koolFM Hangout. I'm not sure what we're exactly going to do with the koolFM Hangout. 10 p.m. is Cool's Prime Time. Previously was 10:30. Now it's 1 hour newscast of Cool's Prime Time. And finally, 11 p.m. is Totoy Nalabaw, which is still the same time, which is still the same time slot. Graveyard time slots, nothing much has changed. So 12 a.m. is pay programming, 12:30 a.m. Classic Hits, and the 2 a.m. is where koolFM signs off. Now for the Friday schedule, it's the same as the Monday to Thursday schedule, except the afternoons here. So the afternoons, it's koolNews at noon. 12:30 p.m. is Music Zone with DJ Sam. And 2 p.m. is now Pop Fridays with Lisa Malcuba. Previously, it was located in the primetime schedule, but due to the major changes to the primetime schedules for Fridays and Saturdays, Pop Fridays is now at the afternoon schedule. So yeah, it will not run from 2 p.m. to 4, while Rock Days with GJG is at 4 as yeah. 4 p.m. is the same as Monday to Thursday schedule. Aside from that, being music so with DJ set on Friday schedule, Friday afternoon schedule. Yeah. Now for the prime time, here we go. This is a lot, huh? Prime time has a lot of changes. So let me read it in order here. 6 p.m. is koolNews at 6. Now at 1 hour. 7 p.m. is the Dreamy Show, previously 7:30 p.m. 8 p.m. being my show, previously at 8:30 p.m. 9 p.m. is my Tulugan, previously being 9:30 p.m. 10 p.m. is Mesa Sabihin I'll Go, previously being 10:30 p.m. And 11 p.m. starting in May will be this return of Talk with Seth. But for now, it's music automation, or the classic hits rather. Now for the graveyard slots, 12 a.m. You heard it right. koolNews prime time is now at midnight until 12:30 a.m. While, sorry, not 12:30 a.m. I mean, koolNews prime time is now at midnight. And then after koolNews prime time at midnight, 12:30 a.m. will be the pay programming, and then afterwards, koolFM will sign off. Same thing can be said for the Saturday, except it's different. So if we go to the Saturday schedule, all right, so early mornings, we have early morning schedule here. 5:30 a.m. is Ancla with Pastor Richie Cortez. Also, it's from 702 DZAS. 6 a.m. is the next level with the NTDM from Classic FM UK. 7 a.m. is this show, which is in fact Hello Pilipinas. 9 a.m. is CAA correspondent. 9:30 a.m. is Climate Conversations. Both of them are from Media Corp. 10 a.m. is the pay programming, which is Crossroads Radio. And finally, 11 a.m. is the anime, J-pop, and Vocaloid music block, 100% accent. And now for the afternoon schedule, which is going to be effective starting February 22. 12 p.m. will still be classical melodies, don't worry. But now it's reduced to 1 hour. Same for Dream Course Lumisanana with except it's 1 hour and 30 minutes. So 12 p.m. is classical melodies. 1 p.m. is Dream Course Lumisanata. 2:30 p.m. is a brand new show on koolFM. It's Talking S Word Podcast. 3:30 p.m. is Music Automation. And then 4:30 p.m. is K Music with Lisa Maguban. Now, Now, if you're wondering what happened to the koolNews at 6 and koolNews Primetime on weekends, it's now being merged into one, and that is called koolNews Weekend. Yes, koolNews Weekend will, along with the merged editions of koolNews on weekends, it will also have its brand new graphics and its look. So look forward. So stay tuned as we are cooking something like that. So yeah, back to the schedule. 6 p.m. will be, sorry, 6 p.m. is koolNews Weekend. 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. are the same as the Friday schedule. Except 12 a.m. The next day, we also have koolNews Weekend, but in 30 minutes. And then 12:30 a.m. is another paid programming, and then afterwards is a sign off. So there you go. So that's the Saturday schedule. And finally, into the Sunday schedule, we have cool sorry. And finally, into the Sunday schedule, okay. All right, so the early morning schedule on Sundays, 5:30 a.m. will be Ang Paklalakbay from DCA 702 DCAS. 6 a.m. will be Healing Masa Veritas. 7 a.m. is Radio Estrenda. 9 a.m. is Deep Dive. 9:30 a.m. Climate Conversations, a bit being a replay from last week. 10 a.m. will be Crossroads Radio from PCFP, and 11 a.m. is 100% Accent. Afternoons stay the same. No changes to afternoon schedules on Sundays. However, on evenings, we do have some changes to the evening schedule. So 6 p.m., koolNews Weekend, 1 hour as well. 7 p.m. will be Sunday Primetime Party, which is supposed to start it was in fact supposed to start next month, but it has now been pushed forward to tomorrow. And then 9 p.m. will be Popping Rapping Sundays. And finally, 11 p.m. is the Classic Hits. So yeah, koolNews Weekend, there will only be one koolNews Weekend on Sundays, and afterwards, there is no more koolNews after 6 p.m. So yeah. And now into the graveyard the next day, 12 a.m. another big programming, 12:30 a.m. the Classic Hits, and then 2 a.m. will be the sign off. Okay, so there you go. So that's the changes to the koolFM schedule so far. And who are the new hosts? Unfortunately, I cannot tell you right now, but you'll get to hear more in the coming weeks. So stay tuned to that. Okay. Okay. We would just keep the clickers off, I guess. Okay, so I will now get ready for the inquiry thingy here, because we're going to be getting to the lifestyle happenings in a bit. So yeah. All right. Sorry for that. Sorry for a little bit of that air, cause I was just talking to a TLC team right now. Okay. It is now 7:15 p.m. I think we're going to have an ad break. Okay, it is already prepared. Okay, so guys, while we fix this up, we will get into the lifestyle happenings right here on Hello Pilipinas. So stay along with us. We will be right back.
The insane rock of Manila has never been this good. This is Rock Weekdays with G. Mondays to Fridays, 4:30 p.m. on koolFM.
This is what you asked for. koolFM. B-I-N-I-B-I-N-I-B. Kada ilugay mo, para sabayan mo ako. Ilugay mo yung smooth, terba ko, nakakagigil. Pagkati sunset ang gamit mo. In 1, 2, 3, ilugay mo sunsilk.
Worried about ponytail dents, tangles, and frizz? Use Sunsilk Smooth and Manageable every day for 5 times smoother, fragrant hair versus non-conditioning shampoo. Para
Gandang lugar, ready lahat tayo. Sunsilk. Goodbye to me, mancha. Hello, bright bar blue. Isang labanan yan. Bright bar blue.
Pride Bar Blue with powerful stain-away enzymes. Malupit magtanggal ng dumit mancha pero di masakit sa kamay.
Goodbye to me, mancha. Hello, bright bar blue. Isang labanan yan.
As tested ang cotton and polycotton. Sa mancha, malupit. Sa kamay mo, mabait. Pride Bar Blue manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified. World-class quality.
ACS.
There's good in this finger licking good. There's good in this finger licking good. It's a taste that you crave, and you taste every day. Nothing comes close to match, unmatched. Nothing comes close to match, unmatched. Ito lang ang inaasahan, di nila mapapantayan. Nothing comes close to match, unmatched. Nothing comes close to match, unmatched.
Order KFC via the new KFC app today.
Your playground, now online. Bet88 has over 1,500 games, secure and fast gameplays. Meron pang play for fun option to try all the games. Ibang swerte to. Bet88.ph.
Gaming for 21 years old and above only. Game responsibly. Keep it fun.
Kabayanin kita sa One Ginebra Nation. Kaya para sa barangay, ako namang magbibigay. Kabayanin tayo, kabayanin kita.
Drink responsibly.
Mancha, 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 ang daming labada.
Sa unang babad pa lang, si Breeze nagtatanggal.
based on lab test mud and polyester, results may vary.
Mancha, freeze 3 washes back ka na.
Kahit 3 times dami ng laba, Breeze 3 washes pack. Refers up to 3 wash loads, up to 18 to 20 pieces per wash. Breeze.
Breastfeeding mom ka ba? Tulungan si babyng mabusog at malusog. I-try mo na! Morsibit! Morsibit! Your partner in breastfeeding. Nakakatulong. Pampagatas, pampalakas ng immune system at pag-regulate ng blood sugar at cholesterol. Morsibit! Morsibit! Manufactured by Grow Reach Manufacturing Incorporated. For information, call at 0977-899-0045. On hand, makakausap mo si Dr. Edmundo Villalucis, Medical Director and Product Researcher and Developer. Morsibit! Morsibit!
Mapabata man o lolo, kahit sino simpleng alaga, nagiiwan ng marka sa'yo. Husay malasakit, iaalay sa alagang Unilab yan.
For 80 years, husay at malasakit ang nilalaan sa bawat gamot, sa bawat Pilipino para makapagbigay ng alagang makakatulong sa'yo na mag-iwan ng marka sa iba. Ito ang alagang Unilab para sa'yo.
Alagang Unilab yan.
Welcome to Name That Bug That Bygone Can Kill. Our contestant, Miss Judy Ann Santos.
Hello!
Name as many as you can. Go!
Lamok!
Correct!
Ipis!
Correct!
Yung lumilipad na langaw!
Correct!
Yung maraming palasin!
Correct!
Yung nangangain ng kahoy na
Correct!
Bygone Shield Protector Multi-Insect Killer kills 11 types of bugs to ease your worries when it comes to unwanted insects. Bygone, zero tolerance against insects.
Ako si Rosaline Tagadanaw, na ay high blood ang akubana. Di na siya kaklaro mag-drive kay hanap. Galuha-luha og mamula ng iyang mata samtang gamaniho. Pasalamat gyud mi sa iBerry, nakatabang sa iyang mata.
Kaning iBerry, maoy nakatabang sa akong mata. Hapsayang ako pananaw. Inigsaka sa akong high blood kanang 150/100. Maghanap pod ang ako pananaw. Di na ko kaklaro drive. Dako ang ako pasalamat sa iBerry.
iBerry papalit sa Mercury, Rose Pharmacy o sa inyong mga suking butika.
Welcome back to Hello Pilipinas. Let's continue with our. Not let's continue, but let's get into the lifestyle happenings right here. Okay, let me get my screen share here. Oops, the higher quality names. Okay, so here we go, guys. Let's begin with Kendrick Lamar that promises storytelling at Super Bowl show. Okay, so rapper Kendrick Lamar, one of the big success stories of the Grammys last week, said Thursday his fans should expect storytelling at the Super Bowl halftime show this weekend. Lamar will headline the halftime show at Sunday's showdown between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles, and has announced SZA will join him as a featured guest. He had a clean sweep at last Sunday's Grammys, winning in all 5 categories for which he received nominations: Record of the Year, Song of the Year, Best Rap Song, Best Rap Performance, and Best Music Video. He said in an interview ahead of the NFL season finale, "I think I have always been very open about storytelling through my catalog and history of music. I like to always carry on that sense of people listening but also thinking." Lamar said had never imagined he would perform at the Super Bowl when he was starting out. In 2022, he appeared as a featured performer in a hip-hop showcase, but this will be his first headline show. "I wasn't thinking about no Super Bowl. I was thinking about the best first. It wasn't no Super Bowl," he said. "What I know is the passion I have now is still the passion I had then." He and SZA will head out on tour in April. The big question on everyone's mind is whether Lamar will perform his Grammy-winning Scotching Diss track, Not Like Us, which is part of the feud with fellow rapper Duke that has landed in court. He did not address that issue directly, but he said he was just thinking about the culture, really. When people talk about the rap, men, the conversations after dating, it's just rapping, like it's not an actual art form, Lamar said. So when you put records like that at the forefront, it reminds people that this is more than just something that came 50 years ago. That's actually very interesting part. That's actually very interesting just to know that Kendrick Lamar will be performing at the Super Bowl for the first time. So yeah, this is definitely going to be interesting for sure. Okay, now let's head over to the next one, and this time it's about the places in Singapore. So Singapore ranks among the world's most popular tourist destinations, with key attractions such as Marina Bay Sands and Sentosa Island. The Garden City has become a draw for travelers worldwide and a vacation staple for Filipinos. But with the rise of slow travel, it seems typical tourist attractions no longer crowded for the modern traveler. Hole in the walls with local friendly prices and experiences that reflect a destination's unique personality have overtaken what we have come to know when filling out our itineraries. So where do you go in the Lions in 2025? Singapore, at Towing 142 room, 5-star hotel near Orchard Road may be just what you're looking for. So this is how our our Zen looks like. Very unique hotel, I would say. Very unique and also very modern too. Built at the tail end of 2023, Arsen Singapore marks Arsen Hospitality's debut outside China. It stands on the site where William Murray, a historical 1940s garden mansion built by Singaporean botanist Tan Hong Siang, once stood. The 5-star hotel is designed by Ang and Oang and Ni Graham and Associates, blending contemporary architecture with design motifs inspired by Singapore's tropical climate. The 21-story tower alternates between massive, sprawling spaces and its indoor areas. These sky gardens are scattered throughout the hotel and provide not only a hint of greenery but also a breath of fresh air and a sense of space not typically found inside vertical spaces. High ceilings and window walls extend a sense of space to the hotel's indoor areas, providing both added ventilation and light as well as a natural transition from the surrounding gardens. These design choices have garnered Arizen Singapore several awards, including Best Hotel Architecture Design and Best Hotel Interior Design at the Asia Property Awards 2022. Arizen Singapore has 5 classes of accommodations. Deluxe and premium balcony rooms range between 42 and 48 square meters and feature their own private balconies. The grand dressing rooms, configured at 42 and 45 square meters, each have a semi-private garden, while the terrace suites come at a whopping 88 and 19 square meters with a private garden. Lastly, Arsen Singapore's singular penthouse at 448 square meters has its own private sky garden. Orchard Road's urban treehouse also goes all out on its culinary offerings. Cafe Quinino's all-day dining menu ranges from breakfast to cocktails, featuring bold contemporary Asian dishes and international flavors. Located at the hotel's first level, Cafe Quinino also operates with a spacious indoor venue overlooking Arsen Singapore's surrounding gardens. Quinino by Victor Leong is a contemporary Australian restaurant helmed by Victor Leong, known for his two-headed Melbourne restaurant Lee Ho Fok and chef de cuisine Sujata Asoka. Quinino's menu combines Southeast Asian flavor with Australian influences. If you're keen on supplementing your dining experience with Singapore's tropical climate, head to the roof garden where you can indulge in both signature cocktails and modern Asian snacks as you revel in the surrounding views of the West Orchard Road neighborhood. Once you have had your fill, you can also make your way to the hotel's rooftop floating pool, which is a 25-meter infinity pool with a partial glass bottom equipped with underwater speakers. Long overdue for a spa day, you can also head onto Arsen's Singapore's 5th level, which contains a gym, 2 yoga pavilions, and several spa rooms. There are also scheduled activities such as guided meditations and yoga. Artisan Singapore offers visitors a holistic vacation experience without the need to exit its premises. But if you really have to, the hotel is just a few minutes away from Orchard Road and the MRT line anywhere. So this is very nice, and I can definitely say it's a 5-star design. So I can show. So let me just show you the pictures here. All right, so this is the underwater pool, or whatever they call it so far, the infinity pool, and then you have the hold on. And then you have the spa rooms, which I believe is a spa room, and then you have the garden, you have the cafe meal, and yeah, it's just I actually like this hotel now. Not saying that I really like it since I haven't been to Singapore in a long time, obviously, but so far this hotel is very this hotel is very 5-star because of this architecture design. It really looks premium, if you ask me. It really does. Like seriously, it really looks premium, and I really salute to these designers for making it the best looking hotel in Singapore. So yeah, good job on this one. Well done. All right, so that's our Zen Hotel. The next one we have here, and that is from the Rio artist or seasonal artist called Phyllis Sabarero, which remixes past and present in new frames. Notable Filipino artist Phyllis Sabalero has been on the scene since the 1960s. After studying at the University of Michigan and Cranbrook Academy of Art, she returned to the Philippines where she taught at the UP College of Fine Arts. Her career spans over 5 decades, marked by her distinctive style that combines Western art techniques with Filipino sensibilities, from striking up abstractions to poignant window scenes and table scenes. So here is the far view of illuminations at Leon Gallery International. So let me just say here. So you can see the frames here. Right here, yeah. So for her latest exhibition at Leon Gallery International, Illuminations, which ran from January 23 to February 5, 2025, Sablero brought life into past drawings and mixed media work by combining the old and new. Medieval illumination, the technique Zaballero adopted in this exhibition, originates from the medieval practice of decorating manuscripts with ornate borders, initials, and miniature illustrations. And traditionally, these illuminations were created using gold or silver leaf that would catch light and literally illuminate the page. The technique involves elaborate border designs that frame the main work with bright colors, metallic elements, intricate patterns, and decorative motifs applied layer by layer. So here is the one from 1992 and 1992 and 2023. So if you look closely, this is the original on the left, and this is the remaster one in 2023, I believe. Yeah, you can tell huge differences to the drawing. In Zaballero's contemporary interpretation, she applied these principles to existing artworks, meticulously drawing new borders that overlay, complement, and enhance the original pieces. Each work now carries 2 dates, one for the original piece and another for its illuminated transformation. For example, a bright lit fountain scene called View from La Belle Époque, X Provence, is dated 1992 on the sketch with the surrounding ornate frame dated 2023. And here is her own book. altered by renowned writer Alfredo Rosas. So the work spans various locations from her travels from tropical beach scenes in the Philippines and bar branches in Paris to sunsets at UP campus, letting these specific moments live forever through the artist's distinct perspective. The exhibition included pieces featured in her 2025 CDK's calendar collection. Starting in 2010 as a fundraising project for the Carols community and Chosen Children Foundation, these calendars have become a yearly project. The works featured in illumination now feature, not the greatest city case calendars, showcasing the quick sketches turned into finished work, all the while supporting community causes. And here is the off-campus Sunset Inc. As you can see, it says 2023 if you look closely. Yeah, right here. It's right here. So yeah, that's up-campus Sunset. Looks pretty cool if you ask me. So at 83 years old, Illuminations mark another milestone in Sabarero's artistic career, demonstrating the artist's excellence with traditional techniques as well as a vigorous flexibility to reimagine and transform her practice, bringing fresh perspectives to long familiar scenes. So that's very cool. All right, so we have one more. Let me just stop it for a while. We have one more before 7:40. Oh yeah, of course. This time it's about Beanie, ladies and gentlemen. This time it's about the Beanie. Here it is. It's their upcoming single from Beanie called Blink Twice. Ooh, exciting, huh? Since Beanie first teased the new track last November, we have been keeping our eyes peeled for every bit we can get about Blink Twice. The catchy pop tune is set to be released on February 13, which is, in fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Yeah, 5 days. And 2 days before the nation's girl group takes on the Philippine arena, the first local idol group to do so solo. At their current contract signing, BD shared more details about the new single. So here, and this is the visual right here. You can already pre-save it right now on Spotify, YouTube Music, and other platforms. So, Mika says, yes, Bini Mika says, the song really talks about wag na tayong mapaligoy-ligoy pa. Let's get straight to the point. If you like me, just give me a sign. Just blink once. It is also like cherry on top. We also work with international producers and songwriters for this one. Because of course, we want to give the best for you guys. And we also want to reach the international stage. Very exciting, huh, Mika, right? Yeah, very exciting, Mika. New music videos and a new EP will also be released this year. Although the final lineup for the EP has yet to be finalized, Colette and Joanna shared that they have already listened to the tracks. Joanna says, ang process po kasi namin ng management, they listen to it, tapos magkikinig din kami na sa Then, and then i-combine namin yung thoughts namin, parang collaborative. So wala pang kaming final lineup ng songs. Pero maganda. So there you go. So that's Blink Twice. That's the updates of Blink Twice from BD, which is again set to be released on February 13. Again, 5 days from now before their new hit comes out. I know. Very exciting. All right. It is now 1 minute before 7:40 a.m. I know, Therapy, if you're hearing this right now, I just read the Inquirer Lifestyle article, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I shimp Mika. But I say I have a bias over Mika. I love her, but I don't shimp too much, alright? Okay. It's now 7:40, and we'll be getting ready for the headlines that you need to know, and that you care the most, right here on Hello Pilipinas. That is coming up right here. With that, we will be right back.
This program was brought to you by UNC, moving it for Filipinos since 1969. UGen's 5G experience, now available with 1 GB data for BD.Global. Your Ace Supermarket, ang budget-friendly supermarket ng Pilipinas. Now in 6,900 locations around the Philippines and Southeast Asia. CFB, express the freedom of banking. Open your account today at CFB, a member of Crosslink and supervised by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Soda Pop, now with flavors of strawberry, blueberry, green apple, raspberry, and more. Starting at 39 pesos. Soda Pop, pop the party with flavor, where every sip is a celebration. Shalom Kainan Restaurants, the Philippines' first ever contemporary Filipino Jewish cuisine, now serving you in 10 locations nationwide. And Wanmels, walang kasing katulad na saya sa pagkaing abot kaya.
Hello, buenas noches Pilipinas. My name is Blue Wave and you're watching Sábado en la Noche with Blue.
Nandito na ang bagong Saturday Primetime Talk Show kasama si Blue Wave.
At my joy transmission po ang SPC bukas 6 a.m. Ay, joke lang po.
Uli!
Pero hindi mo kami katulad. Isang side lamang ang iniisip at tinatanggap.
Kung showbiz balita, teknolohiya, BDAU reading o iba pa, we got you covered.
One last word, Mika, I love you. Bye.
Sábado en la Noche with Blue. Tuwing Sábado, dito lang sa koolFM. Ang inyong himpilan, ang inyong tahanan.
Pag may lagnat si Bunso at mapait ang gamot, pahirapan sa pag-inom. Pero pag Kidilets, madaling inumin para gumaling.
United Home Kidilets. Chewable paracetamol in candy flavors.
Unilab yan.
Paracetamol is the generic name of Kidilets. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Kabayanin kita sa One Ginebra Nation. Kaya para sa barangay, ako namang magbibigay. Kabayanin tayo. Kabayanin kita.
Drink responsibly.
Miss, pabili ng Farex B?
Farex B ha? Ayaw ko ng iba.
Yung Farex B nga po.
Meron kayong Farex B?
Marami ang umaasa sa akin. Kaya Farex B. Buong Pilipinas ay Farex-cited. Hindi nagpapahinto sa ngalay, tusok, manhid sa tulong ng
Farex B. Farex B. Farex-cited with Farex B.
with proper diet and healthy lifestyle. Farex Vitamin B1, B6, B12.
If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Makaayog yun sa imong katarapa ang iBerry. Ato paminahon sa testimonya sa naayo sa iBerry.
Ako si Dorothy, store attendant sa Carmen. Nakasulay na ko aning iBerry mga isa ka buwan. Kay gusto ko mawala ang akong katarata. Puwerte ra ba pamula sa akong mata? Og di gyud ko kaklaro inigbasa. Mahal pud ang pagpa-opera. Pero nagpasalamat gyud ko sa iBerry. Kay nakatabang sa akong mata. Unya permanente ko na ni ginatumar kay may alibyo. Daghan salamat sa iBerry.
iBerry mapalit sa Mercury, Rose Pharmacy o sa inyong mga suking butika.
Sipping on McCafe iced coffee, feeling unstoppable.
My fuel, my coffee. My rhythm, my coffee.
Get your McCafe stronger, creamier, and better than our previous iced coffee original blend. 49 pesos na lang at a McDonald's store near you.
My coffee, McCafe. My coffee, McCafe. My coffee, McCafe.
Asan ang polo ko? Ready ng baon ko?
Ang trabaho ng isang nanay ay hindi madali. Halos araw-araw na lang masakit ang braso at likod sa maraming gawain. Kaya kung meron akong nararamdamang sakit sa katawan, kinagamitan ko kaagad ng Omega Painkiller. Sa kapisong laki, madarama agad ang lamig-init sensation na nakakatulong sa pag-alis ng sakit ng katawan. Omega Painkiller, kasangga sa pagtanggal ng aray.
Bye ma, alis na kami. Methyl salicylate plus camphor plus menthol is the generic name of Omega Painkiller. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Brush, 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 3 times a day. Brush, brush, brush to keep cavities away. Brush, 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 body strong, strong, strong. Brush, 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 body Colgate strong. Brush with Colgate. Mancha, 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 ang daming labada.
Sa unang babad pa lang, si Breeze nagtatanggal.
Based on lab test mud and polyester, results may vary.
Mancha, Breeze 3 washes back ka na.
Kahit 3 times dami ng laba, Breeze 3 washes pack. Refers up to 3 wash loads, up to 18 to 20 pieces per wash.
Breeze. Ang new Biogesic for Kids, di na kailangan ni shake. Syrup formula na. Para pag may lagnat ang anak, buhat agad, inom agad. New Biogesic for Kids. Mas pinagaling, magpagaling versus previous formulation.
Unilab yan.
Paracetamol is the generic name of Biogesic. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Uy, low blood ka, di ba? Pero bakit parang glowing ka?
First sulfate yan.
United Home First Sulfate Iron supports healthy blood for a healthy glow with proper diet and healthy lifestyle.
Unilab yan.
Iron is the generic name of United Home First Sulfate Iron. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Live from Cool Studios, this is koolNews Early Edition.
It is now 7:47 a.m. and this is our early edition right here on Hello Pilipinas. Beginning with our top headlines, the party headed by impeached Vice President Sara Duterte's father has called on voters in the main midterm polls to elect her allies as senators who will sit as judges in her trial where a conviction would prevent her from running for president in 2028, which she said she was seriously considering. The Partido Demokratiko Pilipino Lakas ng Bayan, which is chaired by ex-President Rodrigo Duterte, urged Filipino voters to choose wisely who they will vote for, especially in the Senate where the fate of VP Sara will be decided. At the end of the day, impeachment is a numbers game, and the more allies she has in the Senate, the better for our country, the party said in a statement on its official Facebook page on Thursday. With the support of 250 members of the House of Representatives to the fourth impeachment complaint filed against her, Duterte was impeached on Wednesday just hours before Congress went on recess for the midterm election campaign. The Vice President is accused of culpable violation of the Constitution, bribery, graft and corruption, and betrayal of public trust and other high crimes. The charges in the articles of impeachment against her include her alleged misuse of up to 612.5 million pesos in confidential funds, and her threat to have President Marcos, First Lady Lizareta Marcos, and Speaker Martin Romualdez assassinated in case she is killed in an alleged plot to kill her. The PTB Laban called her impeachment as sham and that it was intended to distract from the worsening situation of the country. It is the clearest manifestation of the politics of the country and affront to the sovereign will of the Filipino people and reckless abuse of power, it said. Through this railroaded impeachment complaint, they wish to sweep under the rug the unprecedented scandals that has sick and enraged the public. The party also claimed that the impeachment was also meant to destroy her chances of seeking higher office in 2028. At the House, 25 more lawmakers added their names to the impeachment complaint on verification forms they submitted, Secretary General Reginald Velasco said on Friday. They included 2 from Mindanao, the supposed bailiwick of the Dutertes, raising the number of Mindanao congressmen who supported the impeachment to 41 out of 61. These lawmakers, Velasco said, were unable to sign the complainant in person last Wednesday due to commitments abroad or in their respective districts. The impeachment complaint against Duterte came in the wake of her bitter falling out with Mr. Marcos, which led her to resign from his cabinet as Education Secretary in July last year. The president's son, Ilos Norte Representative Sandro Marcos, who was the first to sign the impeachment complaint, said that his action should not surprise anyone. He said, should I have just dismissed it? She said she wanted to dig up the body of my grandfather and throw him to the West Philippine Sea. When she said she wanted to kill the president and the first lady, who are my parents, she wanted to kill the speaker. Her statements can't be taken lightly, especially from someone with such a high position, he said. Of course, I'll be the first one to sign. That should come as no surprise. And so that's why I was the first one to sign, he said, but added that he did not spearhead the fourth impeachment complaint. Facing for the media for the first time since she was impeached, Duterte said on Friday that she and her lawyers have been preparing for the impeachment as early as November last year, even before the first of the four complainants was filed. Despite all my statements about the planned impeachment over the past months, all I can say at this point is, God save the Philippines, she said in the brief statement which she read. Asked whether she was more determined now in running in the next presidential poll, she said, I have been saying many times that we are seriously considering running in 2028, but it's difficult to decide without numbers. She said she needed to know what the surveys and numbers say. Her trust ratings, as well as that of Mr. Marcos, declined in the latest social weather station survey. The vice president's net trust rating dropped to 49% in the January survey from 52% in December last year. In an April 2024 survey by Pulse Asia, Duterte was one of the most preferred presidential candidates in 2028, with 34% preference share, statistically tied with Senator Rafi Tulfo's 35%. Political analyst Juan Franco told the Inquirer that if Duterte succeeds in playing the victim in the public eye, that will help her candidacy. Now, her saying that she intends to run is also hedging on her part, said Franco, a political science professor at the University of the Philippines, Diliman. It's kind of telling people who intend to convict her that, hey, you better think about it since I'm running and that the surveys indicate that I'm up there along with Tufo, so I have a chance, Franco said. At the end of the press conference, Duterte tried to diminish the impact of being the first Philippine vice president to be impeached, saying, it is more painful to be done by your boyfriend or girlfriend than being impeached by the House of Representatives. To Franco, that remark could be interpreted by the public as putting up a brave front, but for her, the vice president was taking our institutions lightly, just like how she did during the House hearings. She was referring to Duterte's conduct during the House inquiries, particularly her refusal to give details of her use of her confidential funds. Duterte also said she had no feelings toward the majority of the Mindanao-based lawmakers who supported her impeachment, saying that she had no close personal relationships with politicians anyway. Maybe that's the reason why it was easy for them to decide about the impeachment because there is really nothing that is worthwhile in our friendships, Duterte said. She also wondered why the president's sister, Senator Amy Marcos, expressed opposition to her impeachment. Maybe we should ask her first. Why would she block the impeachment, Duterte said. In a joint statement, Taguig Representative Amparo Zamora, Acobicol Representative Jill Bongalon, La Union Representative Ablo Arteca, and Sabal's Representative J. Kihung-hun said the vice president's remarks at her press conference indicated obvious anxiety over the looming Senate trial. They said that she failed to address the grave allegations against her and offered no direct rebuttal to the charges. They challenged her attempt to undermine the lawmakers who signed the complaint, saying that it was not the work of a single party or faction, but a collective effort by legislators who believed that her actions warrant removal from office. Her attempt at non-challenge cannot mask the reality of the situation. Her statements reflected an underlying fear, poorly disguised as indifference, they said. For all her outward defiance, Vice President Duterte cannot escape the reality that this impeachment trial will determine her political survival. In a separate statement, the opposition Magkabayan bloc composed of ACT teachers Representative Franz Castro, Gabriel Representative Arlene Rosas, and Kabataan Representative Noel Manuel said they were appalled by Duterte's cavalier attitude toward her historic impeachment by comparing it to a mere romantic breakup. This shows her utter disregard for the gravity of the charges against her and her contempt for public accountability, they said. This is a serious matter of accountability to the people and misuse of public funds. God save the Philippines from corruption and EJKs or extrajudicial killings. God save the Philippines from Duterte 2.0, they said. There, you will have to face not a heartbroken lover, but the Filipino people demanding accountability. Next one, we have the COMELEC. The Commission on Elections has empowered its contract BGI committee to deter and prosecute not only those who buy and sell their votes, but also those who abuse state resources. COMELEC Resolution number 11104, promulgated on January 28, defined the offense of ASR as one that pertains to the misuse of government resources, whether material, human, coercive, regulatory, budgetary, media-related, or legislative, for electoral advantage. ASR may be committed through the intervention of public officers and employees rather, extortion of undue influence on or use of public funds during an election campaign, and other prohibited acts under the Omnibus Election Code. The resolution also introduces a new provision that imposes a total ban on the distribution of ayuda or assistance at least 10 days before the election. Public Chair George Garcia on Friday led the ceremonial signing of the memorandum of agreement with officials from various government agencies, the police, military, election watchdogs, and mobile phone companies that will be deputized as members of or to assist KBC 2.0. Let us make it difficult for them to buy votes, he said. Garcia encouraged voters to refuse bribes for candidates, not vote for them, and report them to the COMELEC. He said it will be up to the poll body to act on the complainant and file the case. The COMELEC chief said voters should be angry at politicians who use state resources like it's their pocket money to buy votes, especially from the poor, or to distribute them to vote supporters. The KBC created to COMELEC Resolution number 10946 and promulgated in August 2023, is currently under commercial in charge Ernesto Ferdinand Marceda Jr. Resolution 11104 granted the KBC the additional power to direct and supervise synchronized operations against vote buying, vote selling, and ASR. The committee is also authorized to facilitate the filing of election offenses and disqualification cases against erring candidates, government employees, and private individuals. The new COMELEC issuance mostly reiterated prohibitions mentioned in Resolution 10946 concerning warrantless arrest of vote buyers and sellers, money ban, and presumed acts of vote buying and vote selling. A new provision, Section 33, imposes a total ban on the distribution of government ayuda or financial assistance through various programs known by Surdos Tupat, ACAP, AICS, and 4Ps 10 days before Election Day and on Election Day, except medical and rural aid normally given to qualified individuals. Official financial assistance distributed by candidates who are incumbent officials or their spouses or members of their families within the second civil degree of affinity or consanguinity or their known supporters or employees during the period of total prohibition shall be presumed vote buying and vote selling or ASR as the case may be according to the provision. The KBC comprises more than 20 COMELEC executives, national government and agencies, civic organizations, and election stakeholders. There are also regional, provincial, city, and municipal committees. Residents on Barangay Malatimon in Patuan, Maguindanao del Sur, heard an explosion in mid-air shortly before a U.S. military contracted aircraft nosedived into a rice field in their village on Thursday afternoon, killing its pilot and 3 passengers. The plane, a Bridgecraft King Air 350 with registration number N349CA, was circling around the adjoining towns of Ampatuan, Datu, Hofer, and Sharaf Aguac when the disaster happened. Biha Salinongan said, I heard an explosion and tiny smoke billowed out of the plane as it snow dived in an area 50 meters from several houses. Who is again coming from Biha Salinongan, who is a resident of Malatimon, told the Inquirer on Friday, speaking in a vernacular. Even people from nearby villages also noticed the unusual sound of the plane as its way left then right before plummeting into the rice farm, said Celine Nogan, who was among those who immediately alerted authorities about the accident through social media by posting photos and videos from the crash site. I think the plane had mechanical problems because it was not flying straight but going left and right until it crashed, she added. When asked if the plane could have been possibly shut down, Celine Nogan said she never heard gunshots. An initial report by the Ampatuan Municipal Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office cited the accounts by other residents saying that they saw some parts of the plane burning before the mid-air explosion. The U.S. Indo-Pacific Command, Indo-PACOM, and the Armed Forces of the Philippines admitted that the plane, owned by Medria Special Aerospace ISR Incorporated and contracted by the U.S. military, was doing routine intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance mission in support of security cooperation activities. Such activities, said Indo-PACOM in the statement, were carried out on the request of the Philippines, a U.S. treaty ally. Colo Franca Margaret Padilla, the AFP spokesperson, said in a statement that they were not disclosing the details of the mission in the interest of the confidentiality and operational security. Our collaboration with the United States continues to strengthen our capabilities in addressing security challenges and ensuring peace and stability in the region, Padilla added. Indo-PACOM said a U.S. military service member and 3 defense contractors died during the crash. We can confirm no survivors of the crash, it said, adding that names of the fatalities have been withheld pending notification to the families. In a statement on Friday, Medria said the families of our crew have been informed and were providing them full support. The Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, in a statement also on Friday, said an investigation of the crash was underway and that they were working closely with local authorities to determine the cause of the incident. It also confirmed that one of the fatalities was a U.S. military serviceman, while the nationalities of the others were still being verified. The CAAP said the aircraft came from Cebu and was on the way to Cotabato City for aerial survey when it crashed. After the crash, locals milled around the plane's two piles of wreckage, some even climbing on top its overturned fuselage, until police and military personnel cordoned off the area. The plane's debris is still there, condoned off by soldiers and police who secured the area overnight until this morning, Friday, TGON said. Lieutenant Colonel Roden Orban, speaking for the Army's 6th Infantry Division, said soldiers and policemen were helping U.S. personnel in accounting for items from the crash site. At 7 a.m. on Friday, a U.S. Chinook helicopter landed near the crash site and retrieved the victim's remains placed inside body bags. A fifth victim of the crash was a carabao used as a farmhand. It probably died from massive bleeding as its nose was slashed after it was hit by the plane, residents said. Sunny Logan said its owner Bainolam Akan, 60, a Magudano widow, is seeking help from the government on how she can get compensation for her farm animal. She said Akan had complained about losing her only source of income. The carabao, she said, is being rent out for hauling harvest palay from the field to warehouses and still a drying area in the community. Akan said she does not know where to go seek compensation of about 35,000 pesos. Akan had the carabao butchered on Thursday and its meat shared with community members. All right, so moving on into the business. President Marcos is upbeat about Mitsubishi Motors Corp's investment of 7 billion pesos that will expand its operations and will eventually make sustainable transportation a reality for many Filipinos. The president made the remarks after his meeting with MFC President and Chief Executive Officer Kato on Thursday afternoon in Malacanan. Kato discussed with Marcos the Japanese vehicle manufacturers' expansion plans in the Philippines, particularly their intention to invest 7 billion pesos here in the next 5 years. As a strong partner in our journey to strengthen the automotive industry and empower Filipino workers, we welcome Mitsubishi Motors Corp's plans to expand operations in the country, the president said on his social media accounts. He stressed that he and Kato share the same goals of driving innovation, creating more jobs, and making sustainable transportation a reality for Filipinos. Malacanan said the MMC said it will invest 7 billion pesos in the country until 2030 to bankroll its expansion plans that will include a new production model at the Mitsubishi Motors Philippines Corp's plant facility in Laguna. Marcos expressed optimism that the MMC's inclusion in the government's Revitalizing the Automotive Industry for Competitive Enhancement program, a new proposed version of the Comprehensive Automotive Resurgence Strategy program, will help bolster its expansion in the country. The jobs that it will provide, that your investment will provide, are very important to us, and certainly vehicle manufacture is one of those, the president said. In response, Kato told the president that The Philippines is MMC's most important investment in Southeast Asia due to its good and stable economy. In the ASEAN, the Philippines is our number one market, Kato said on Thursday. Now back to national headlines. President Marcos on Friday loaded the Bureau of Customs for collecting 931.046 billion pesos or 17 billion US dollars in 2024, the highest in the agency's history. Last year's revenue collection was higher by 40 billion pesos from the 890.446 billion pesos collected in 2023. The 2024 collections can fund more than 7,500 train cars, more than 18,600,000 laptops, around 62 million tablets for our school children, or roughly 7,750,000 scholarships for our university students. The president said during the POC's 123rd anniversary held at the Philippine International Convention Center in Quezon City. Mr. Marcos went on, this means that with the right collection of trips at our ports, our countrymen can enjoy faster travel, our children can have enough supplies and material for their education, and many more of our youth can finish college. The chief executive also praised the agency's work in safeguarding the country's borders against exploitation by smugglers. He cited the POC's seizures of more than 885 billion pesos in smuggled goods in 2024 are higher than the 43 billion pesos seizure of smuggled goods in the previous year. The smuggled goods included illegal vape products, counterfeit items, and illegal fuel shipments. Marcos said the intensified fight against smuggling will allow our businesses to compete more fairly in the market and our consumers to enjoy more competitive prices, and our people will save money in the long run. He also pointed to the BOC's involvement against agricultural smuggling to protect farmers from illegal agricultural products that swamp the market. He cited the seizure of 21 containers of frozen mackerel, more than 178 million pesos, which was turned over to the Department of Agriculture and distributed to 150,000 families in various communities and care facilities. In 2023, recovered smuggled rice was distributed to Filipinos in Capiz and Zamboanga, Marcos added. As to its campaign against illegal and questionable activities of importers and customs brokers, the chief executive noted that the BOC accredited 56 importers and customs brokers for these reasons. He added that 45 criminal complaints were filed against offenders, of which 18 were convicted and 3 BOC employees were dismissed due to misconduct or inefficiency. 5 other BOC employees were suspended, he said. For the law to be fair, it must apply to all, especially to us who are in public service. The people have placed their trust in us, and they deserve nothing less than our utmost diligence, our integrity, and our total accountability, the president added. He then called on BOC officials and personnel to prioritize the public's interest by working honestly, adding that building the public's confidence in the BOC is necessary to increase tax compliance. And the Philippine National Police Chief General Moro Mabrel laid out a 100-day security plan on Friday to ensure peaceful and secure midterm elections on May 12th. Mabrel, whose term was extended by President Marcos until June 12 this year, said the plan will prioritize the deployment of personnel in election hotspots, regular checkpoints, and intensified intelligence operations. The plan, according to him, includes heightened police visibility, strategic personnel deployment, and strengthened coordination with other law enforcement and intelligence agencies. Marbrel was originally scheduled to retire on February 7 upon 3056. He said, "We are entering a critical period where vigilance and proactive policing are paramount. Our 100-day security plan is designed to ensure that every voting center is protected, every threat is addressed, and every citizen can cast their vote without fear. This mission is not separate from our ongoing efforts. It is an expansion of our commitment to keeping the nation safe," he added. He pointed out that while election security would take center stage, he said the PNP will not lose sight of its broader responsibilities in crime prevention, anti-drug operations, and counterterrorism efforts. The PNP will also focus on dismantling private armed groups, pursuing wanted persons, and intensifying operations against loose firearms, he said. He also called on the public to be actively involved in maintaining the integrity of the elections by reporting any suspicious activities or election-related violations through hotlines and social media channels. Let me be clear. While we are fully committed to ensuring the success of the elections, the safety of our people remains our top priority. Our fight against crime, illegal drugs, and terrorism will continue with the same intensity and determination, he said. It is now 8:10 a.m. and we will continue with more news headlines along with the latest weather bulletin from Pagasa later at the last gap or the third gap. I mean at around 8:40 a.m. on Hello Pilipinas. With that, we will return with more lifestyle and entertainment happenings later right here on Hello Pilipinas. So until then, Hello Pilipinas will return after the break.
This program was brought to you by TVH, the home of entertainment. Tutok na sa TVH. Available in high definition via Delsat TV. Bisitahin ang youtube.com/@TVH-Network-PH para sa inyong paboritong mga highlights at live shows. Ginuman San Rafael, ganadong mabuhay. Neutral Light Style Low Fat Milk Powder. So good you'll float. Product excellence of Hongsang. Jor A Supermarket. Ang budget-friendly supermarket ng Pilipinas. Now in 6,900 locations around the Philippines and Southeast Asia. Delsat TV. Enjoy SD in high-definition channels when you subscribe to Delsat TV. Shalom Kainan Restaurants. The Philippines' first ever contemporary Filipino Jewish cuisine. Now serving you in 10 locations nationwide. PVC Drugs. Serbisyong tapat, alagang sapat. Katips Hot Dog. Amoy na amoy ang sarap, kids can tell. And DLX Karaoke, ang tunay na karaoke ng bayan.
As we enter the new era of koolFM, the CN Corporation takes over some of koolFM's most brightest and biggest time slots. Playing you some of the best hits on Music Zone with DJ Sen every Fridays from 12:30 p.m. to 2 in the afternoon.
Sunday Primetime Party. Sunday Primetime Party. Sunday Primetime Party.
Every Sundays from 7 to 9 in the evening. Gusto Ko Biyernes. Coming soon. And the most awaited, widely anticipated, the homecoming of the one and only TWC this May 10 after My Tulugan with the Master Geo. All these and more only on the station where we call us home. This is
Mamadaming time sa lahat ng gusto nyo. Mamadaming time, Champion Detergent ang gamit ko. Champion na!
Sa Champion Quick Wash Technology, less time sa lamada, more time sa pamilya.
Are you looking for a place to cool yourself down? Do you wish to find a refresher that pops? Then go visit Soda Pop. Pop the party with flavor with Soda Pop. Located in the city of Taguig, Soda Pop brings you an alternative to those average milk tea shops that's too expensive. They have a wide variety of flavors including strawberry, blueberry, green apple, raspberry, to name a few. They also have 2 sizes to choose from, perfect for every scenario. Whether you can drink and chill at home or bond with your friends, Soda Pop is here to stay. Price starts at 39 pesos SRP, so you don't need to worry about your pockets going empty. So, choose Soda Pop. Pop the party with flavor, where every sip is a celebration.
Kahit may edad na kami, masigla pa din.
Tuloy lang sa activities on the go!
Dahil sa healthy lifestyle at tulong ng Arthrisin.
Para sa mga active adults, may Arthrisin. Ang Artrisin ay undenatured type 2 collagen at MSM. Kasama ng proper diet at exercise, maaaring makatulong ang Artrisin. Let's go!
Make your move, baby.
Artrisin, get going! Mahalagang paalala, ang Artrisin ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Pag may lagnat si bunso at mapait ang gamot, pahirapan sa pag-inom. Pero pag Kidilets, madaling inumin para gumaling.
United Home Kitty-Lets. Chewable paracetamol in candy flavors.
Unilab yan.
Paracetamol is the generic name of Kitty-Lets. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Ang kanlungan noon ni Tandang Sora para sa libu-libong katipunero ay isang ganap na lugar ng mga bayani ng ating buhay. Kasama mo ang himlayang Pilipino, laging handa baunin ang alaala ng iyong mga mahal sa buhay. Ang himlayang Pilipino ay naghahatid ng mga affordable na libingan hanggang sa mas magagarang mga mausoleo para sa mga pribadong pagdidilay. Bukas din ang tahanan ng alaala para sa iyong pangangailangang pagpupugay mula sa chapel rentals hanggang sa cremation. Para sa mga karagdagang impormasyon, maaari kayong tumawag o mag-text sa 0968-896-4850. Pumunta sa himlayangpilipino.org o sa aming Facebook, Himlayang Pilipino Incorporated at Instagram, HPI Memorial Park.
Uy, low blood ka, di ba? Pero bakit parang glowing ka?
First sulfate yan.
United Home First Sulfate Iron supports healthy blood for a healthy glow with proper diet and healthy lifestyle.
Unilab yan.
Iron is the generic name of United Home First Sulfate Iron. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor. Ang new Biogesic for Kids, di na kailangan ni shake. Syrup formula na. Para pag may lagnat ang anak, buhat agad, inom agad. New Biogesic for Kids. Mas pinagaling, magpagaling versus previous formulation.
Unilab yan.
Paracetamol is the generic name of Biogesic. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Nature Soya Coffee. May genistein at digoxin na anti-cancer substance. Nature Soya Coffee. Tinutunaw ang mga mayoma, goiter, tumor at cysts. Nature Soya Coffee. Ang kape para sa inyong kalusugan.
Kabayanin kita, sa One Ginebra Nation. Kaya para sa barangay, ako namang magbibigay. Kabayanin tayo, kabayanin kita.
Drink responsibly.
It's now 8:18 a.m. and this is Hello Pilipinas. If you have just joined us to kickstart your mornings with the latest lifestyle and entertainment happenings, a fellow good morning. And this is Hello Pilipinas on right here on koolFM. Okay, so if you have just joined us, a fellow good morning. So we will be recapping what we have covered so far at 7 a.m. hour. So, earlier ago we covered the new schedule of koolFM, which is going to be effective on February 17th, which is in fact 2 weeks from now. Along with the lifestyle happenings that we cover, such as Kendrick Lamar promising a storytelling on NFL Super Bowl halftime show this year. Ours in Singapore Hotel. Rion artist Phyllis Saballero, and Beanie's upcoming single, Blink Twice. Okay, so as we continue our lifestyle happenings, we will get into, we will be looking for one right now. This sound is processed by StereoTube. Go to stereotube.com. Sorry. I mean, if you heard the watermark on online radio box or Zeno, I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do about it right now. But it's how it is. All right. For the culture, nothing much has changed, honestly. Yeah, I don't see any new here for the culture. Travel, I did cover one. I already covered the arson, the wellness. Afragar, I think we have already covered that 2 weeks ago. All right. All right. So now we get into the how do we do this? We'll get into Hong Kong via Inquiry Lifestyle. All right, here it is. In a rather unsurprising reality, Hong Kong is very much a rite of passage for Filipinos. Take the visitor arrival statistics for from January to November 2024 alone. The Hong Kong Tourism Board reports the Philippines as the second biggest tourism market outside mainland China and Macau, and just beyond Taiwan with 1,047,646 visitors, a 59.5% jump versus last year's 657,032 tourist arrivals of the same period in 2023. In November 2024, Hong Kong welcomed its million Filipino visitors to break the record of 930,000 visitors from the country at the same time in 2018. Perhaps this is owing to the Hong Kong's proximity to the Philippines that Filipino travelers are mesmerized by the gaze of its neon-lit skylines and fun theme parks, or that the bustling city of over 7.5 million easily casts a spell over anyone, awaiting the dynamic discoveries at its night market, outstanding food scene, and emblematic landmarks. You could also chalk it up to its representation in Filipino films such as Hello, Love, Goodbye, featuring Caden Bernardo and Ella Bridges, or the 24 When Matin and John Nella's Salvador movie, Under Parallel Skies. But propinquity and pop culture presence don't just make for a particular place alter to a certain population. For some, like yours truly, there's a personal narrative that consistently plays out into Hong Kong's magnetic pull. It all sounds as if Hong Kong is a fortification of art. What would the landscape and soundscape presumably built upon urgency and expertness? Yet at the same time, there are a lot of feelings here that demand to be found. So, who did we find? What did we film? Where did we go? Why did we go out? How did we arrive? The answers may not be what you expect, but this outdoors and wellness travel guide makes for an invaluable introduction to Hong Kong as more than just Asia's one city. So let's begin. Mong Kok. Mong Kok may not be always be the first in mind when it comes to getting away from everything. It does, after all, translate to BC or Paris quarter, but Hong Kong's most popular district is home to the five-star 42-floor hotel that diffuses the energy of the surroundings with its own vibe. Quartus, Hong Kong is a guiding light in Kowloon, Swatch, and art, sustainability, and glamour. So here is Alabi. Here is Alabi. It's very, it's very, it looks very nice. Yeah, it does look nice. Whether when you're not participating in Master Shen Hong's amusing Tai Chi class in the morning over on the rooftop outdoor swimming pool or embarking on the sub-guided tour of courses over 1,500 contemporary Chinese art strategically put on view in the lobby and various public areas, you can ditch the comforts of a tastefully outfitted room in favor of a modern high-tea experience at Alibi, a traditional Chinese medicine treatment at Chuang Spa, or if you stay at the club suite, sunset spotting and club lounge is a rewarding swing rentals. So here is the view which you can expect along with the class, along along from Master Chuang's Tai Chi class. You would also be thrilled to know that despite spelling up in glitz and glamour, Cordis is committed to its sustainability efforts thanks to its Orchak Master status that signifies its over 15 years dedication to environmental sustainability. Clearly, Cordis is a fantastic place for anyone about to embrace Hong Kong's great outdoors, or even just make Court's Michelin-starred Cantonese cuisine and wine dining. Sorry, wine tasting. Sorry, wine tasting. There you go. Now, on to the next one. Everyone knows the main points of a Hong Kong trip are usually centered around the shopping, gastronomy, and nightlife, but the region is also an easy contender for a fantastic outdoors focused getaway. If you look at that, that's Highland Reservoir East Town. Very nice. Yeah, very nice view. Really, it really looks nice. And you will be hard pressed to find something more breathtaking yet relaxing than Hong Kong's back garden, Sai Kung. One of its famous trails is the Highland Geo Trail, largely due to its location right to the Highland Reservoir, created up to two large dams block a narrow channel between Highland and the eastern side of Sai Kung Peninsula. So here you can walk there. It's like a fresh. It's like a fresh up the air, no? And then you have the Walk Hong Kong tour guide Gabby Baumgartner. That's her. The drive to the East Dome jumping off point reveals Hong Kong's agricultural past as roaming cows enjoy their best lives around the hilly landscape. According to Swiss national and Walk Hong Kong tour guide Gabby Baumgartner, prior to the 1970s, Hong Kong utilized cows for agricultural production, but since the need for farmlands dwindled, so did the need for cows. What you see are the descendants of the cows who were set free when the farmers didn't need them anymore, say Baumgartner. So you have the tracking pad of High Island Jig Rails, and then you have the Long Gewang Bay from the Buddhism Cook viewing point. Again, it looks nice. Snaking your way through the eastern point of departure, which itself offers streaming views and equal succession of the 100-kilometer Mount Lehos Trail, the hike up the Buddhism Cook viewpoint is undulating and rocky but fairly easy. Once you reach the top at just over 170 meters, you'll feel energized as ever as you soak in the sun-drenched hexagonal rock columns dating back to over 140 million years ago, as well as the vast Long Kewong Bay and the beautiful along the beach that make it somewhat visible as you descend the trail. And this is where they catch their seafood, which is where they usually catch their seafood at in Sai Kung Village Public Fire. And if you want to have a lunch, you can stop by for the lunch at Turtle by the Sea in Sai Kung Public Fire for hefty servings of fish and chips, excellent size from the Alfresco dining area, then explore seafood street lined with restaurants and their tanks for tiny shrimps and massive groupers. On one side, a fisher folk on boats down at the promenade peddling their freshest catches of the day. And then you have the aerial view of Pillover Cove Reservoir Dam. Again, looks great. When you have had your fill set off to Pillover Clove Reservoir Dam. Dubbed a reservoir in the sea, is a stuff of anime slice of life, hurtling along the two-lane street road on two wheels, while the rest of the visitors take in the sights, fly kites, or simply kick back as the sun sets over the waters. And you have Dragonback, which is right here. With a name as whimsical as Dragon's Back, this scenic hike that begins up to the Tote One bus stop is every bit as rewarding as the journey gets to get it to this trail end. But don't fret, you don't need to finish the entire 8.5 kilometer trail to witness its lovely beauty. There are various stops and checkpoints along the way rising out of forest parts, rocky and stone paved paths, exposed tree roots, and every clearings offer endless views of the sun, sky, and sea, as if the dragon itself is demanding you to celebrate its dance in its harvest. Just 700 meters from the starting point, you'll find yourself at a Check-Up Peninsula viewing point, and soon after, the seductive Check-Up Peak emerges, which at 284 meters high makes for a great spot to give yourself some time to observe the piece atop of one of Hong Kong's ionic trails. From here, you can continue onwards to the Dragon's Back viewing point, the lush Pottinger Gap, and eventually down the rippling Big Wave Bay. And I think this is our last one, right? Oh wow, it's a lot. But yeah, there's a lot to wait. There's a lot to explore here in Hong Kong. You have a lot here with Red Door Studios, Marcha Colored. You have you have Red Door Studios. You have a lot, and then you have seasonal veggies from Chef Tina Bara. Sorry, so yeah, so that's Red Door Studios. You have a lot. That is a very long one that we just read. So yeah. Oh, excuse me. All right, so the next one we will cover is this. That's Nan Lian Gardens, which is an immaculate 35,000 square meters Tang Dynasty style sanctuary jutting out from Darwin Hill. So if you look closely, which I believe this is the landmark, not really landmark, but the beauties of Hong Kong. All right. Not only is it surprising that a cultural site like this that appears to further the hint of the city by the symbolism throughout the garden, depicting the art of borrowing, cross-filling, perpetuating, blocking, and extension of views, and also the installation of nurses as like an invitation to lose yourself in solitude and roam the space for more meaningful details. So there you go. And finally, we have Holy Hook, which is a Hong Kong institution, but still incredibly of the moment. Dinner at this Xian Dix designed Chinese restaurant with a Hong Kong heart feels like a time warp with hundreds of golden maneki neko, Chinese pulaos, and mahjong tiles wrapping the luxe red interiors and mirrored seating for a total reinvention of a Cantonese cuisine experience. Chef Archan Chan's delicious takes on dim sum or prawn toast okonomiyaki, Chinese barbecue, honey glaze, and coral grilled kurobuta pork char siu, and wok fry and clay pot selections are lively manifestos of her time spent in Melbourne and Singapore. Even though these dishes are tedious to what she grew up eating, she's able to transmute them into exciting variations. A word of caution, though. You heard that right. There is a word of caution, which requires a lot of patience which means you will have to wait for 72 hours for some dishes. Remember that. Elsewhere, Luma, a partnership venture with MasterCard at the historical 8081 Heritage, caters to customer desires for a consistently changing tasting menu courtesy of the Blue Bud Group's roster of chefs. Currently helming the kitchen of the beautiful restaurant is the winner of Netflix The Metric Academy, Yuda Bustara. So that's him. And you have the oyster adobo. Ooh. The Indonesian chef shapes a six-course tasting menu dubbed Love of Luxuries around Asia to showcase each country's culinary heritage. Dishes launched forth from simple starters from Indonesia, kapab binero gado-gado in the Philippines, oyster adobo to a seafood spaghetti and a pandang curry codfish. So you have, and wait, actually, so this is Lady Street Silk Fun Co. And then you have a signature kitchen with dried scallops. Pretty cool, right? So other exhilarating foodie favorites include the modernized Dai Pai Dong or traditional Hong Kong food stall, Lady Street Silk Fun, and La Traverna, the oldest Italian restaurant in Hong Kong, which not only opened in 1969 to serve carpacios and octopus putanesca, but also dishes out some genuine Filipino service hospitality. So there you go. That's how we managed to explore Hong Kong by just looking into this. And the places that you have never seen before, like we have also never seen, look really amazing. And one day we will visit to. We definitely one day we will visit to Hong Kong to experience this kind of culinary taste, and of course the places that nobody have been to before. So this is pretty cool. So again, that is the travel guide to Hong Kong from Lifestyle Inquirer. Okay, so we have 4 minutes before 8:40, and that is now we will head over to the entertainment news. Looks like we have another unfortunate news. This time it's a Chinese actor. It looks like rising Chinese actor Liang Shung Yu Chang has passed away on January 30 at the age of 27, reportedly from flu implications. The news of his passing comes as the entertainment world is still reeling from the loss of Taiwanese actress Bobby Shu, who succumbed to influenza-related phenomena. According to Chinese media, Liang first exhibited symptoms and was diagnosed with a common cold. However, his condition rapidly worsened, leading to affections of the central nervous system. Despite emergency treatment, he passed away in the hospital on the second day of Chinese New Year. Reports indicate that no family members were present at the hospital with him. Liang appeared in dramas such as Echo of Her Voice, which aired in 2024, and My Heart, which aired in 2021, and it was supposed to star in the upcoming series It Go in Dang Dynasty. Another report revealed that Leon's last message was to his mother on Chinese New Year's Eve, where he gifted her an pao of 888 yuan, or 540 Malaysian ringgit, and 7,067 pesos, and mentioned that it was from his production team. Netizens speculate that the actor's death might have been caused by implications from influenza like Hisu, though this has yet to be officially confirmed. His passing has drawn renewed attention to the potential dangers of influenza and its severe implications. Yeah, guys. Another unfortunate news we had to witness, aside from Bobby Shu, and this time a rising Chinese actor. Very sad. Yeah, very sad indeed. So yeah, again, our hearts goes to his family who are having a difficult time mounting his death, and hopefully it gets better for him as the time goes on. Again, condolences to him, and yeah, condolences to his dad and his family. All right, guys, it is now 1 minute before 8:40, and we will now get ready for the last set of news headlines along with the bulletin for Pagasa right here on Hello Pilipinas right after the break. We will be right back.
This program was brought to you by Musicultura Heritage Foundation Center, a museum of all fan-made multimedia and Philippine history. Visit us today at Greenbelt, Makati City from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Musicultura, a non-profit joint venture project of Able Media and TVH Group of Networks Incorporated. Jor Ace Supermarket, ang budget-friendly supermarket ng Pilipinas. Now in 6,900 locations around the Philippines and Southeast Asia. TVH, the home of entertainment. Tutok na sa TVH. Available in high definition via Delsat TV. Bisitahin ang youtube.com/@TVH Network PH para sa inyong paboritong mga highlights at live shows. Jor Ace Supermarket, ang budget-friendly supermarket ng Pilipinas. Now in 6,900 locations around the Philippines and Southeast Asia. Pilsen knocks out the air cleaning paint. QBA Telecom's all-new Aria Saya 30, now with 10 gigabytes access to Mobile Legends, PUBG Mobile, Call of Duty, Wild Rift, Cookie Run Kingdom, and Clash Royale for 7 days. QBA Telecom, connecting every Filipino story. Shalom Kainan Restaurants, the Philippines' first ever contemporary Filipino Jewish cuisine, now serving you in 10 locations nationwide. Venom Power Chit Energy Drink with Malunggay, DLX Karaoke, ang tunay na karaoke ng bayan. And Delsat TV. Enjoy SD in high definition channels when you subscribe to Delsat TV. Deeply thoughtful and heartful tunes? koolFM is here for you. Love knows no boundaries on Mamon's Music Hangout. Thursdays, 9:30 p.m. Enjoy your Sunday mood swings with Easy Jazz. Sundays, 12 p.m. Your favorite old love songs, straight from the heart. Dream Cars, Soulmate Sonata. Saturdays, 2 p.m.
Things are meant to be.
And go back in time through the night on the classic hits. The classic hits. Weeknights daily. All these and more on koolFM. This is your station. This is home. Number 1 sa Mega Manila.
Game! Shoots and it's... Nabitin? Mag-Tusiran Forte with Total Cough Relief Formula. Laban sa dry non-stop ubo, kati sa lalamunan due to post-nasal drip at sakit sa kakaubo. Tusiran Forte! Unilab yan.
Dextromethorphan HBr plus phenylpropanolamine HCl plus paracetamol is the generic name of Tusiran Forte. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Kahit may edad na kami, masigla pa din.
Tuloy lang sa activities on the go!
Dahil sa healthy lifestyle at tulong ng Artrisin.
Para sa mga active adults, may Artrisin. Ang Artrisin ay undenatured type 2 collagen at MSM. Kasama ng proper diet at exercise, maaaring makatulong ang Artrisin. Let's go!
Make your move, baby!
Artrisin, get going! Mahalagang paalala, ang Artrisin ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
to name that bug that Bygone can kill. Our contestant, Miss Judy Ann Santos.
Hello!
Name as many as you can. Go.
Lamok.
Correct.
Ipis.
Correct.
Yung lumilipad na langaw.
Correct.
Yung maraming palasin.
Correct.
Yung nangangain ng kahoy na
Bygone Shield Protector Multi-Insect Killer kills 11 types of bugs to ease your worries when it comes to unwanted insects. Bygone, zero tolerance against insects.
Marami na ang gumagaling sa Sid Panyawan Herbal Capsule. Ako po si Antonio de la Cruz from Northern Cotabato. Dati po sumakit yung likod ko pero ngayon gumaling na dahil sa Sid Panyawan.
Ako po si Kin. At dati po sumakit po aking tiyan at likod at ulo. Ayun, ininom ko yung herbal capsule. Pagkatapos bigla ako gumaling. Ay bay, natuwa ang aking misis.
Mabibili sa lahat ng drugstores nationwide.
Going shopping, so many fits to choose. New look, just dab it, just dab it. Shop all out, just dab it, just dab it. Enjoy vacation, just dab it, just even go all out, just dab it, just dab it. Chill out, just dab it, just dab it. Wanna party, wanna dine out, wanna dab it. Just dab it. Vibe out, just dab it, just dab it. Live it up with dab it. Hang with BDO with dab it.
BDO is regulated by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas.
Bakit kahit quality, abot kaya pa rin ang mga gamot ng RightMed? Dahil gusto ng RightMed na gumaling kayo nang kayo'y nakakakilos, nakapagtatrabaho. Coco Martin po at kasama ako ng RightMed na naghahangad na gumaling kayo. Sumaya, makibahagi ng gusto sa buhay. Para sa pamilya, para sa bayan.
Dahil gusto namin na gumaling kayo.
If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
May bagong energy na! Pinakabago, pinakamainam na Enervon, Enervon Z+. Pinalakas ng zinc, vitamin C, vitamins B1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 12, at vitamin E. Pinakabago, pinakamainam na Enervon. Hey! Enervon Z+.
Unilab yan.
Multivitamins plus zinc is the generic name of Enervon Z+. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Unlock the power of cellular renewal with Ultima Stem Plus. More than a stem cell activator, it's your all-in-one defense against premature aging, oxidative stress, and DNA damage. Protect, repair, and rejuvenate from within. Experience the science of lasting vitality. Ultima Stem Plus.
Ang lakas mo, may ilalakas pa. Sa Revicon Forte, may muscle-building amino acids tulong para mas lumakas ang katawan with proper diet and exercise. Pag malakas ang katawan, lumalakas din ang loob. May lakas para sa ambisyon mo. Revicon Forte!
Lakas! Unilab yan.
Multivitamins, minerals, and amino acids is the generic name of Revicon Forte.
Live from Cool Studios, this is koolNews Early Edition.
It is now 8:48 a.m. and this is koolNews Early Edition on Hello Pilipinas. Let's continue with our headlines with the international headlines this time around. President Donald Trump on Friday raged against eco-friendly paper straws provided by his predecessor, Joe Biden, and pledged that the United States will return to plastic ones. The move is his latest on green issues since returning to power after pulling out of the Paris Climate Change Agreement and ordered deregulations as part of a dual baby dual agenda. On Thursday, the Republican administration also sought to block funding for a network of electric vehicle charging stations across the country, sparking fury for environmentalists. Trump pledged action against paper straws, which are unpopular with many consumers but create less plastic pollution. I'll be signing an executive order next week ending the ridiculous Biden push for paper straws, which don't work. Back to plastic, he said on social media. Democrat Biden had announced a target to eliminate single-use plastic utils like drinking straws by 2035 across government agencies. The trend for people drinking straws has long irritated Trump. They want the best straws. Has anyone tried those paper straws? They're not working too good, he said during the campaign rally in the 2020 against Biden, or 2020 election against Biden. It disintegrates as you drink it. If you have a nice tie like this tie, you have got no choice. Trump's campaign team previously sold breaded plastic straws with the slogan, "Liberal paper straws don't work." The president, who calls climate change a scam, has also targeted electric vehicles despite Cisco's alliance with Tesla chief Elon Musk. Halting rolled out of the $5 billion national EV charging network will be a major setback to efforts to cut climate changing emissions, according to green campaigners. His administration's move to block funding for a bipartisan effort to build out our national EV charging network is a blunted, illegal power grab, the Evergreen Action Group said. This program is delivering real benefits to all 50 states, creating jobs, boosting economic opportunities, and cutting pollution. All right, I think that's international headlines. We will now be quick in getting the weather bulletin. All right, one moment, everyone. One moment, we're gonna prepare. All right, we got the weather now. Okay, so as we are about to enter into weather bulletin from Pagasa, I think that is all for the news headlines for this morning. We will return with more news headlines later with koolNews at 6 and koolNews prime time later tonight. Until then, this has been koolNews on edition. And now let's get into the weather bulletin from Pagasa, and that wraps up the early edition of koolNews.
Isang magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. Narito ang latest na weather update ngayong araw ng Sabado, February 8, 2025. Sa kasalukuyan po, inaasahan pa rin natin ang mga pag-ulan sa ilang bahagi po ng ating bansa dulot po ng epekto ng northeast monsoon o hanging amihan, pati na rin po ng shear line as well as yung easterlies, yung mainit na hangin na nanggagaling sa karagatang Pasipiko. Kung ikita po natin dito sa ating latest sa satellite animation, meron po tayong namamataan na mga kapal na kaulapan na nakakaapekto lalong-lalo na po dito sa may bahagi ng Southern Luzon at Kabisayaan. Yung mga kaulapan po na yan ay dulot ng epekto ng shear line o yung pagsasalubong ng malamig at mainit na hangin. At dahil po dyan sa shear line, magiging maulan po or malalakas ang mga pag-ulan sa bahagi po ng Southern Luzon, pati na rin po sa Kabisayaan ngayong araw. Samantalang dito naman po sa malaking bahagi or nalalabing bahagi ng Luzon area ay patuloy pa rin ang pag-iral ng hanging amihan or northeast monsoon. Posible din pong maranasan ng light to moderate naman ng mga pag-ulan sa areas po sa eastern sections ng Luzon area. At dito naman po sa may bahagi ng Mindanao, meron din po tayong namamataan ng mga kapal na kaulapan na dulot naman na epekto ng easterlies o yung mainit na hangin na nagagaling sa karagatang Pasipiko, especially po sa may eastern sections ng Mindanao, ay mararanasan din po yung pagbuhos ng ulan dahil po sa epekto nitong easterlies. Although sa ngayon po wala naman tayong inaasahan or wala po tayong binabantayan na low pressure area o bagyo sa loob at labas ng ating Philippine Area of Responsibility, ngunit asahan pa rin po natin na itong mga pag-ulan dulot po ng epekto ng shearline ay magpapatuloy po yan sa mga susunod na araw. Kaya doble ingat po sa ating mga kababayan, especially po sa may areas ng Bicol region, dyan po sa may Quezon, pati na rin po sa may Eastern Visayas area. Dako ko tayo sa magiging lagay ng panahon ngayong araw dito po sa Luzon. Dulot po ng epekto ng northeast monsoon, asahan po natin yung light to moderate at paminsang-minsang malalakas na pagbuhos ng ulan. Dulot po ng epekto ng hanging amihan dito po sa may Cagayan Valley, Cordillera Administrative Region, gayon din sa Aurora at dito po sa may Metro Manila area. So possible pa rin po yung mga pagulan ngayong araw at sa nalalabing bahagi po ng Luzon or most parts ng Luzon, dyan po sa Calabarzon, Bicol Region, pati na rin po sa may Maropa, makakaranas din po tayo ng moderate to heavy na mga pagulan dulot naman na epekto nitong shear line. For the rest of Luzon, dyan po sa Ilocos Region and for the rest of Central Luzon area, possible pa rin po yung partly cloudy to cloudy na kalangitan. May mga chance lamang po ng mga panandalian o mga biglaang pag-ambon dulot pa rin epekto ng hanging amihan. And for the temperature forecast naman po ngayong araw, dito po sa mga piling syudad sa Luzon, for Lawag po, maximum temperatures po natin maaaring umabot ng 32 degrees Celsius. Agwat naman ng temperatura sa Baguio ay maglalaro mula 15 hanggang 23 degrees Celsius, 27 degrees Celsius maximum temperatures ngayong araw dito sa Tuguegarao, 28 degrees Celsius maximum temperatures naman para sa Legazpi. Dito po sa Tagaytay, 21 to 27 degrees Celsius agwat ng temperatura at maximum temperatures ngayong araw dito sa Metro Manila ay maaaring umabot ng 29 degrees Celsius. Para naman sa magiging lagay ng panahon sa nalalabing bahagi naman ng ating bansa dito po for Palawan, Visayas, pati na rin po sa Mindanao, dulot po ng epekto ng shearline, asahan po natin huwag papatuloy pa rin yung mga pag-ulan dahil sa epekto ng shearline sa may Palawan, pati na rin po sa Kabisayaan. At dito naman po sa may eastern sections ng Mindanao, dyan po sa Caraga at Davao Region, makakaranas din po tayo ng mga pag-ulan dulot naman na epekto ng easterlies. For the rest of Mindanao, asahan po natin yung partly cloudy to cloudy skies at kung may mga pag-ulan man, panandalian lamang po ito na pagbuhos ng ulan dulot po ng mga isolated na thunderstorms. Temperature forecast naman para sa mga piling syudad sa Palawan, Visayas at Mindanao area. Dito po sa Calayan Islands, maaaring umabot po ng 31 degrees Celsius maximum temperatures, 30 degrees Celsius para sa Puerto Princesa. Maximum temperatures naman para sa Iloilo at sa Tacloban, aabot ng 30 degrees Celsius, 26 to 31 degrees Celsius agwat ng temperatura para sa Metro Cebu. At dito naman po sa Mindanao, for Zamboanga, agwat ng temperatura ay maglalaro mula 24 hanggang 33 degrees Celsius, 24 to 30 para sa Cagayan de Oro at maaaring umabot po ng 32 degrees Celsius naman para dito sa Metro Davao. Ayon po sa ating latest na weather advisory, bukas po ay inaasahan pa rin po natin yung malalakas na pagbuhos ng ulan dulot po ng epekto ng shearline. So itong areas po na shaded ng orange at yellow, dyan po mararanasan yung malalakas or matinding epekto ng shearline na posible pong magdulot ng mga pagbaha, pati na rin po yung pagguho ng lupa. So bukas po, inaasahan pa rin po natin magpapatuloy yung heavy to intense na mga pag-ulan dito po sa Quezon at moderate to heavy naman na mga pag-ulan sa ilang probinsya po ng Bicol Region, dyan po sa Camarines Provinces, Catanduanes, pati na rin sa Albay at Sorsogon, pati na rin po sa ilang probinsya ng Samar Provinces, dyan po sa Northern at Eastern Samar. So doble ingat po sa ating mga kababayan dito po sa mga nabanggit na lugar dahil inaasahan po natin magpapatuloy pa rin po itong mga pag-ulan dulot na epekto ng shearline, possible na tumagal po yan hanggang sa darating na Tuesday. So mataas po yung mga posibilidad na mga pagbaha, pati na rin po yung pagguho ng lupa. Doble-doble ingat po sa ating mga kabayan dito po sa mga naapekto ang mga lugar. Para naman po sa mga magiging kalagayan ng ating karagatan, currently ay may nakataas po tayong gale warning or babala sa matataas na mga pag-alon sa mga dagat baybayin po ng Northern at Central Luzon. Maaring umabot po ng 6.0 meters yung matataas mga pag-alon, especially po sa mga dagat baybayin ng Batanes, Cagayan kasama ang Babuyan Islands, dyan po sa dagat baybayin ng Ilocos Provinces, La Union, Pangasinan, gayon din sa Isabela at Aurora. Inaasahan po natin ang maalon hanggang sa napakaalon na karagatan, kaya delikado pong pumalaot lalong-lalo na yung ating mga kababayan na may mga malit na sakyang pandagat. Sunrise po natin ngayong umaga ay 6:23 a.m. at lulubog po mamayang 5:58 p.m. Para sa karagdagang impormasyon, bisitahin lamang po ang aming social media accounts at ang aming website pag-asa.dost.gov.ph. At yan lamang po latest mula dito sa Pag-asa Weather Forecasting Center. Ako po si Rhea Torres. Ingat po tayong lahat.